Have you got your mic turned on?
No. You want me to turn it on?
Yeah, Richie's trying to do a sound check.
Okay.
Check, 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 1, 2, check, check, check. What's up, everyone? Happy Easter Monday. I hope you didn't eat too much shit this weekend. And if you did, I hope you're ready to work it off. I'm going to remind everyone, for those of you that are new to these workouts or have only been doing them for a week or two, just do it as, max effort that you can do. For everybody that's been with us the whole time, I do recommend that you deload this week. The whole way that a lot of people think that deloading or working at a gentler pace for a week is counterproductive to results, when the contrary is true. It is absolutely essential for results. When you train, you create a stimulus where you push your body into a state of overreaching, and then when you deload and reduce the volume, that's when you bounce back and become stronger. So what does that mean? Today, the workout's going to go exactly the same. The timers are going to be the same. The rounds are going to be the same, so that for those of you that do want to push yourself, you go for it. But I am going to be working at a very light pace today. I'm going to be doing a lot less reps than normal, and when I do the cardio and everything, I'm just not going to be pushing myself that hard. I'm going to allow my body to recover this week. So you need to decide where you are on that scale, if you want to deload or if you want to push yourself. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Here we go. Starting the warm-up in 8 seconds.
What's up, everyone? Yanni here on the mix. Welcome, Lockie Husler.
Let's go.
Lee Clements. Matty Stevens. Welcome, Simon Morgan. We've got a good tribe from Unity Gym representing the team here. Phil White's on. Phil's going to be on our morning motivation show at 8:30. Make sure you tune in. We're finally getting the tech together to bring him in via a live call. Morning, Greg Gillespie. Morning, Steve Cavanagh. Morning, Lee. I've called you out already. You got 2. Morning, Rochelle Stewart. A bit fresh out there this morning. Yeah, I walked up to the gym in my shorts and training gear. It was definitely a little bit more chilly.
15 seconds.
Morning, Nick James. Morning, Kumaran. Noel Fernandez on the stream. We got Phil Mason. Morning, brother. Valued member of our lunchtime tribe here at the gym.
Mobility.
Trains with Richard Lellies. Morning, Mark Lloyd. Morning, Katie McDonald. Vasco Barros. Adam Saruga in the house. Morning, Nick Clark. Chris Grant. Tessa Richards. And we got Jaltai all the way from Vancouver, Canada. Richie Films, good morning. Make sure you guys let me know if you're not local to Sydney, Australia. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Is Erica on the morning stream? Where is she? Let me know if you're out there, Erica. Remember, guys, hit that like button. Help us get the viral fitness spreading. Make sure you comment. Rachie Films is all the way over in Spain. That's awesome. Make sure that you have shared. Share to your favorite social media platform. That is by far and large the biggest impact you can have on the search engine algorithm with Google. If you click that share link and you share on Facebook or Twitter, even if you just say a couple of words, try this,
Side to side.
Join me, something like that. Who knows, you might actually influence someone to join in. But most importantly, it tells YouTube that this is awesome content and YouTube dishes it up to more people who are looking for a good at-home workout. Morning, Mike Skolnick. West Virginia's in the house with Chris Grant. That's awesome. Erica's there. I'm here.
Change.
Awesome. Lycos 970's in Canada. Beautiful part of the world.
Okay. First knuckle push-ups.
With 37 people on the live stream watching now, only 17 likes. You are all able-bodied. Let's go. Click that little like
Wrist
icon.
push-ups.
Very early on, I'll let you know, guys. 8:30 in the morning, this morning, Sydney time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will be going live with Morning Motivation. We're going to have our great friend and resident physiotherapist on the live streams again going forward, which we're very excited about. Phil White, aka Switched On Physio. And if you guys have any
Finger pulls.
questions related to your bodies, injuries, issues that you've had, Phil is very,
Okay.
very big and passionate about
Wrist,
pain
elbow
science,
circles.
helping people overcome chronic pain or deal with chronic pain.
Change.
And he is a brilliant physiotherapist.
Okay, close kinetic change circles.
And just all-round good-looking guy, so it'll be good to have
Change
him on the
directions.
stream.
Okay, let's get onto the shoulders. Pull back as hard as you can. Small circles forward as your arms are raising. Constantly trying to pull back with your arms. Should be coming up above your head now, right up to the top. Change directions. Keep the elbows straight at all times. Now, pulse back and forward. Hold it for half a second each time you pull back. Keep the rib cage down, but keep your chin back. So you're avoiding arching your back, but you're keeping good posture with your neck. Okay, big circles. Make sure you elevate, protract, depress, retract. For those of you that are watching that don't know that I'm part of the UMS Online Coaching program or part of the Unity Gym Tribe, our handstand masterclass is on sale right now. It is an unbelievable program, and it's about 90% discount right now, only for about another day. And it is, I said this in my email that I sent out, if you've ever wanted to learn a handstand, I would argue that you will probably never get a better time in your life than right now to do it. Because if you're in self-isolation, you have more time to do something like learn how to do a handstand now than you probably ever will again. And all you need is a wall and a piece of floor. It is the perfect opportunity to learn an amazing skill like that. So if you're not already part of the UMS Movement Mastermind Facebook group, search for it on Facebook, UMS Movement Mastermind, go and join, and you'll see the offer right there where you can grab it.
The other way you can get it is to download one of our free blueprints, flexibility, strength, or
They won't
nutrition.
get it then. They won't be in the email list quick enough to get it. They'll have to join the UMS Movement Mastermind. Okay, everyone. So we're doing the pike push-ups or handstand push-up, whatever your progression is. Then we're doing the Jefferson curl. Then we're doing the W slides, and then we're going to do the compression lifts. Again, I'm going to go a lot easier today than I have been in the last couple of days. I'm not going to be pushing myself. I'm going to allow my body to super compensate and get stronger, and that only happens through reducing volume. So it's up to you whether you want to push yourself or not. I'll give a little bit of extra time at the end of every one of my sets for those of you that want to keep pushing yourself. Okay, here we go.
And you'll cop a little bit of extra motivation, morning motivation in those times.
All right.
For those
Here
of
we
you
go.
who are part of the Unity Gym Tribe Facebook group or the UMS Online Coaching Tribe Facebook group or the UMS Movement Mastermind Facebook group, did you catch the new t-shirt merch coming out shortly? Rad's gaff from week 1. I think it was one of the first or second workouts. When all else
something like
fails, just shut up and do some burpees. T-shirt is real.
Hey,
it's
let's
coming.
move into the Jefferson curl now. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? We've had people for 7 years telling us we should do merchandise, and we didn't. I mean, you know, there was never a real desire for it. There wasn't enough people saying, "Oh, we really want this," for us to warrant putting any effort into it. But people around the world have been jumping in saying, "Man, I would wear a shirt that had that on it." And it's coming. The design's there. It makes me laugh looking at it. When I started out as being a personal trainer. I don't think I ever really imagined I'd be on a t-shirt.
Hey, quick shout out to the 400 plus new subscribers that we got over the weekend.
W slides.
We love and welcome you all and appreciate you
One.
coming on this journey with us. It's very exciting.
Two.
Since Friday, we hit 25,000 on Friday and we're at 25,466 today, this morning.
Three.
Very, very exciting.
Four.
All of you are choosing Unity Gym as part of your daily
Five.
dose of motivation, mindset coaching and physical exercise. How good is that? Good morning, Lisa Garrett. Good morning, Carmine.
Seven.
Easter workouts, absolutely. Morning, Margot Sawyer.
Eight.
Great to have you on the stream.
9.
And good morning to the champion who's sending us some love and saying great workouts. I don't know how to say your name.
Compression lifts. Reach forward, get your passive
Thanks
range.
for the love.
Oh, not very far at the moment. Come back. I'm only going to do 4 reps here. Man, short hold. A good way to deload. We've got 2 minutes 20 now. The way that I like to deload is to only do 40% of the total volume that you would normally do in a workout. That's my favorite way. Still keep the intensity up, which is, something that we've talked about a lot, difference between intensity and volume. So I'm basically just trying to do 40% of what I normally do, okay? So if I normally do 10 reps there, I'm just gonna do 4 reps today. All right, we've got 1:50. I'm gonna give the mic to Yana. I've got to run to the bathroom quickly, guys. You keep going.
Mid-workout toilet break.
Yeah, I better turn the mic off.
Hey, Jiao Tai, what time is it over there in Vancouver, Canada? I know it's the afternoon for you. Guys, I want to quickly take a moment to remind you all. I know that the majority of people on this live stream probably already know this, but there are going to be hundreds, thousands of people that view it after the fact. Each and every new day presents new opportunity to improve yourself. They present opportunities to get stronger, to get more flexible, to eat better, to live healthier, and obviously to be the best version of yourself. I want you guys to really think about that today on Easter Monday, when a lot of people are sitting around smashing Netflix, not doing a whole lot. You guys are superstars. We thoroughly believe here at Unity Gym that how you do one thing is how you do all things. So I want you to take today and do something special, whether it's connect at a higher level with your family, whether it's to push yourself to do something a little bit more uncomfortable that you've never done before with your exercise, with your nutrition, better meal preparation and thinking about how you're going to nourish your body, more sleep. Start the meditation 30-day challenge with us. Download that Waking Up app. Do something. Do something
Speaking of which, we're
different
adding
today.
something new to that.
Do something
this week.
new today. And might just be as simple as joining us at the UMS Movement Mastermind Morning Motivation Show at 8:30 to get your daily dose of morning motivation.
If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm just using the time that I've got because I don't really need to rest that much. So just do something that adds value to my body. I'll explain it in the next round. Okay, let's go. Round 2.
Even if that is just running to the toilet.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I
212, thanks,
sculled my
Jiao
2 cups of water when I got here, and then I had a cup of coffee, and it all just went through me.
Chinook Pillay, I hope I pronounced your name right. Whereabouts are you in the world, my friend? Nicholas May, yo. Chris Grant, it's Sunday, 5:12 p.m. here in West Virginia. Represent.
Just giving people some time to get their reps done if there's anybody that's maxing out.
Lee Clark,
this
morning
week.
all, getting fresh in the mornings for outdoor workouts.
Okay, here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we go, Jefferson curl.
It's actually a good point. For those of you who are doing this outdoors, you need to start thinking about getting some warmer clothing on, because it's very important that you do get your body up to optimal workout temperature.
Well, that's if you're in Australia.
That's if you're in Australia,
In the
yeah.
Northern Hemisphere.
especially for the stretching, for the flexibility stuff. We're going to keep pushing forward on the flexibility, and we are going to, try to build and progressively overload on what we've started with here with each new program
We're not going to try anything. We're going to fucking do it.
And, as it gets colder, if you are stepping outside to do the workouts, you do want to make sure that you're wearing your winter
W
woolies.
slides, everyone.
Trackies, super important. I'm in a trackie jumper in a hoodie this morning. Shanak, is that the right pronunciation of your name, yes or no? It's Monday, 2:44 a.m. Whereabouts are you? You in Asia somewhere? This is like a puzzle to try and figure it out. I got to look in the time zone, the world map, figure out what's 2:44 a.m. at the moment.
Have to be
South Asia. I figured that. Training and leveling up your health and fitness can be a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. So make sure, no matter how you're feeling today, wipe the word quit or can't out of your dictionary right now. Remember, we spoke last week about becoming the avatar you need to be. You've all got goals, or I hope you've got goals.
Good stuff.
I hope you've even written those goals down so you have a very clear picture. We call it a vision here at Unity Gym. And I want you to have a very clear vision of where you want to be. Now, the first step to becoming that person is to adopt the avatar of that person. When you set foot on the gym, we like to say, you set foot with your gym avatar. And you should be doing that in all aspects of your life. Obviously, the same person that gets at a heavy deadlift session in the gym is not necessarily going to be the best person to father or mother their children at home. So you got to switch on a different avatar in those two circumstances or scenarios. So what avatar have you chosen to be when you turn up for this workout today? Are you the avatar that gets at it, that crushes your goals despite the challenges that present? Are you the avatar that finds the obstacle is the way? Are you the avatar that focuses on opportunity, not obstacles? You got to become that person now. Don't wait. Don't wait for the transformation to occur. It doesn't work that way, tribe. You got to start behaving as though you are the person who has transformed already. You got to think like that person. You got to train like that person. You got to love like that person. You got to work like that person. You got to parent like that person. You got to save and accrue wealth like that person. You got to be that person now. Morning, Rod from Iowa in the US.
15 seconds.
Shonik is in Indonesia. Beautiful part of the world.
Are you Indonesian? Ask her if she's... My real name is Rajin, I think they say in Indonesian. It's R-A-D-J-I-N. It's an Indonesian name. All right, here we go.
India.
Oh, India.
Sorry, India. I-N-D. Another beautiful part of the world. You guys are in some serious lockdown over there if the media is portraying the right
So
story.
if you're just tuning in and you're watching me, I'm intentionally only doing 40% of the normal volume that I do because this is my deload week. And that's why I'm resting a little bit now. I'm letting those people that aren't doing deload get all their reps done. Okay, let's do the Jefferson curl.
You should probably talk them through how many reps to do if they're going to do it.
You mean if they're not deloading?
Yeah.
2.
So that they know you're going to have a lot of people. Guys, for some of you, this might look quite strange. Why is Rad only doing 40%? Looks like he's half-assing it today. The reason is that exercises don't hurt people. Exercises don't injure people. People have a misconception that exercise is what causes injury. What causes injury is piss poor load management.
4.
And load management is something that most people don't understand or get wrong. And what we do here at Unity Gym is we have quite a strict
5.
6-week mesocycle where we train on 6-week cycles. One of those 6 weeks is our testing week where we learn, we test, we assess to see where we're progressing and where we need extra work. And that helps us put together our personalized program on an individual level. We're not doing that during this program, obviously, but the other of those 6 weeks is what we call a deload week. And that deload week is often combined with the testing week. We do that here at Unity. And that is just where it's important to lower the volume and allow the body to adapt. Most of the growth, most of the adaptation occurs when we're resting overnight during our deep restorative sleep periods, and also when we deload our workload. Welcome, Akeem. Tuning in from Cologne, Germany. Wishing everyone a great evening. It's 11:20 for Akeem.
Okay, here we go.
Germany, another very beautiful place in the world. We were over there for a few weeks in December 2019. Guys, if you are deloading like Rad and you got a little bit of extra rest time, please take the time to hit that like button and share our live streams on your social channels. Invite people to join us. Next week we've got a whole new program. So it'll be released, the tutorials, at the end of this week. For those of you that are Unity Gym members or UMS Online Coaching members, you'll have the tutorials hopefully by Thursday, Friday at the absolute latest. And for those of you that aren't, you'll be able to pick it up on Friday for a very, very low price, of course. So you'll have all the tutorials, everything that you need to know for the next phase of the program, how to regress and progress the movements. And also you'll be helping us, you'll be supporting us to stay open during this time of crisis around the world. Now, we should do a shout out for all the people who have bought the handstand masterclass. We've had quite a few people jump on that, which is really, really exciting, because for us it means that
1 minute left.
There's a lot of people out there that have just exposed themselves to a remarkable opportunity to level up their skill during this period of time. I love the thought of people doing handstands in their lounge room rather than slouching on their damn couch watching Netflix. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with Netflix. I love watching a good Netflix series. I'm watching Ozark Series 3 at the moment, which I'm enjoying, but you know, I limit my amount of time there to maximum an hour or two a day, maximum, you know. Make sure that I offset that with an hour or two a day of good exercise. We actually do usually about 2.5 hours of exercise. Guys, I had a really good question come in over the weekend from Dotton RS. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your handle right.
10 seconds.
Guys, do you have any tips on recovery? Usually, if I do a really intense workout like the one from the 6th of the 4th, it takes me 2 to 3 days to recover. I noticed that Rad is really going all out, but he still manages to do the next day's workout as though nothing has happened. Dot, it's super important to understand how your body progresses, how your body levels up, how your body adapts to exercise. You know, it happens slowly, but it does happen with every new exposure to stimulus. And we follow what's called the principle of progressive overload. It's a strength and conditioning, scientific strength and conditioning principle. It is arguably the most important strength and conditioning principle. And it is the principle of whereby we progressively overload the body. We progressively increase variables in the workout, like the intensity of a lift, how much weight you lift, how much time under tension you expose the muscle systems to, how much recovery you get in between bouts of exercise and in between new sets or reps. We can also play with the variable of tempo, and we can play with the variable of how much volume we put in the workouts, how many sets, reps, or exercises on the same muscle group. Now, all of those variables manipulated over time to create more difficulty is progressive overload. And it's very important to understand that the conditioning of somebody's body only occurs if you are progressively overloading in time. It doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen.
Slides.
So if you're finding that you're not pulling up as well as rad, the only factor there really that's surely something I can comment on, because I don't know other lifestyle factors about you. I don't know how much sleep you're getting, and we can talk about that in a sec. I don't know how you're eating. We can talk about that in a sec. But the one thing I do know for certain is that what will play a major role in you recovering after those workouts is how prepared your body is for the workout, how conditioned you are, how seasoned you are as an athlete is another way of explaining it. And that comes into play with everything that you do. It's very important to understand that. And unfortunately, it's not something that you can really fast track or rush. Because the tissues in your body, we talk about this a lot when we have Phil, aka Switched On Physio, on the podcast. The tissues in your body adapt at different rates. The nervous system adapts fastest, so you will feel as though you can do the workout okay whilst you're doing it. You will feel as though you can do the exercise okay. Second is the muscle tissue. The muscle tissue will adapt in accordance with the nervous system, so you will actually be able to lift the weight. And it will feel okay at the time.
All right.
But the connective tissues, the deeper tissues, the ligaments, the tendons, the bones, they adapt at a much slower rate. Sometimes it takes 8, 9, 12 months, even 2 years for the bones to adapt, maybe even 3 years, I think. And so what you need to take into consideration is, as I said earlier in this stream, load management is key. Because you have to be loading the body not at a correct load for your muscles and nervous systems. You have to be loading the body at the correct load for all of the tissues. And often that means doing something that doesn't quite feel like it's fully challenging you at that time. Lee Clements is saying, yay, no cramping. That's a great example of the body adapting, progressive overload. Lee's experiencing firsthand what I'm talking about right now. Her body has decided that it is okay to do compression now. The body understands that it is safe and that it will allow you now to really push harder in that position, Lee, which is fantastic. Firas, hi from Toronto. Firas is also feeling last week's leg workout. Did it yesterday. Very sore, feels good. It's another example of the body adapting, the body getting used to it, and you will what's referred to as lactate buffering. Your body's resilience to the lactate that creates that soreness after a workout also increases as your body levels up.
15 seconds.
The body becomes more efficient at clearing that lactate out of the bloodstream as you become a more seasoned athlete. I hope that makes sense, Dot.
Okay, last round.
Dot 10
Here we go, everyone.
Or Dotta NRS. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your handle right.
All right.
Grace Clements is saying, still cramping, but I made it through more reps than before. That's exactly what we want to see. Remember, 1%. 1% is all we're looking for. A little bit of improvement with every workout. If you're not experiencing that, then we need to look at other lifestyle factors. I tipped on this before with the question about recovery.
Jefferson, cool.
Sleep is super important. I've just picked up an Aura wearable ring, which tracks everything about my body, my heart rate, my temperature, my core temperature, my sleep, my steps, my energy, my It sort of tracks everything. It's really cool. I've actually signed up to be part of a study about the coronavirus with the University of California. And I'm wearing this ring for 90 days, and I report in every day to talk to them about what's going on in my body. They're creating a formula, an algorithm that can actually tell you if you've got the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and it can be an early predictor of that, which is really, really cool.
Excuse me, 5.
It's cool to be part of the study. Big shout out to all of the scientific, the medical research team at California, University of California.
W slides. Woo.
$43 on the live stream and 37 likes so far. We're getting awfully close to crossing the chasm, breaking the matrix. I like it. Some of you guys are going to be feeling a little bit remorseful after a weekend of debaucherous Easter egg hunts and late nights. Remember, on good days we work out here at Unity Gym. On bad days we work out harder. I want you to switch the intent. If you're feeling a little bit miserable after the weekend, then make up with a good workout. Push through, persevere, make it to the end. Do every rep with intention. Don't just follow the process. Follow the process with intent. Think about how I can do this rep, this set, this exercise, this workout to the best of my ability. That doesn't always mean to the highest of intensity. That might just mean, how can I really feel the muscle contraction better? How can I feel the muscle?
All right.
Caught up with a good friend of mine, Benjamin Pokolsky, aka the Pac-Man, ex-Olympia bodybuilder, on the weekend, and he did a great live stream talking about how you can maximize your at-home workouts. And one of the things he talked about was just to be really go inside your body. When you're doing an exercise, don't just do the movement. Feel the contraction. Be aware of the muscles that you're contracting. If you can't feel the muscle contracting, going harder, then there's something wrong. You need to stop and think about, okay, what am I doing incorrectly here?
All right, team. Well done. We're on to the circuit now. We're still going to do 3 rounds. Now, this is totally up to you. If you want to go for it, then go for it. I'm going to be working at a much lighter intensity than I normally do, which means I'm just not going to flog myself today, okay? So we're going to be doing star jumps, tuck-ups, horizontal running, and then oblique crunches. Okay, here we go, team. 12 minutes. Totally up to you how hard you go on this, okay? Depends on whether you're deloading or not. All right, here we go.
All right. This is the favored part of the workout for me, because I get to carry on.
Halfway. Man, my quads and hip flexors are in serious need of deloading. I can really feel it. The last 3 weeks have just leveled them. Woo! All right, time's up now. Okay, we'll see how I go with these. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do. I'll just feel it out. All right, 5 seconds. Okay, let's go. Do your best efforts. Here we go. Oh, that was bad. Oh, man, my hip flexors. All right. Woo. I'm really intentionally trying to not push myself that hard at all, which is quite a challenge for a lot of people. Everyone associates like a good workout with flogging yourself. And, you know, we've been told that for a long time by, you know, things like boot camps and popular, you know, CrossFit, things like that. But it's not true. You've got to think of how your plan fits together. 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's not just about flogging yourself in every session. All right, that's enough for me. You guys push yourself if you're still working. If you're working hard, if you're not deloading, you've got 15 seconds left. You should be going hard now. The horizontal running is one of the most important exercises to try and get through the full 40 seconds. Anyone that has been doing these workouts with me for the last 3 weeks would know I haven't missed 1 second of horizontal running. You can do the whole thing if you're doing this workout. Okay, oblique crunches. So I'm just going to do probably, how am I going to do it? I'll just do 10 on each side. Up to you if you want to do the full 40. Here we go. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're going, keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go,
5,
tribe. Earn
6,
your body.
7, 8, 9, 40. Good work. Good work. Woo!
Don't just train your body, tribe. Train your mind not to quit. Make sure you complete every single rep with intent. Remember, we're going deep this week. We're not just following the motions. We're not just on autopilot. We are going deep. We're going to feel every rep. We're going to feel every contraction. We're going to focus on the movement patterns. We're going to level up. Despite any of you who are lowering the amount of volume for deload week and getting ready for the next phase of the program that launches, that drops on Friday. Massive, massive launch this Friday. This is a great program. We're very excited. We're flipping it around and we're focusing more on pulling movement patterns in the next phase. This has been a very push-heavy pattern, movement pattern workout.
Okay,
this
7
time
seconds
we're
left.
focusing a lot on pulling patterns. So we're going to be doing scapular pull-ins on straight arm scapular strength day. Great for posture, great for your trap development, upper back and shoulders. We're going to be doing body weight pulls, pull-ups, horizontal pulls.
10 seconds left.
It's all happening. We're going to show you how to rig up a door mount with a bathroom or beach towel.
3,
and
2,
it's also going to really help
go.
develop gripping strength. Forearms, elbows, wrists, hands, biceps. You're going to love this one, tribe. Remember, the only bad workout is the workout that didn't happen. Let's make sure that this happens right, with intent. Squeeze the muscle. Be focused on the muscle. Go inside your body. Be aware of what's going on.
10 seconds.
Remember, slow progress is better than no progress at all. If you haven't already, smash that like button. You've got a couple of seconds to go.
Okay, remember, if you're not deloading, I want you to do the full 40 seconds of this. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Very, very good, tribe. You're doing well. Let's go. Let's bring it home. All the way to the end. Tribe that trains together stays together. We start the workout together. We all finish the workout together.
If you're deloading, you stop. Everyone else, keep going.
We're tired and sore, but we're all back for some more. That's what I like to see. Remember, 3 months from now, when this is all done and dusted,
5 seconds.
you
Keep
will
going.
thank yourself.
Well done. Good work, team. Okay. Woo.
Very,
go.
very good.
Ready for the
Join us
oblique
today at
crunches.
8:30
8
in
seconds.
the studio booth where we're going to be talking about how fitness is a lifestyle.
Here we go.
We're going to be talking about how to make it one.
Go.
How
1,
we've
2,
adapted our
3,
lifestyle
4,
to be
5,
extremely
6,
above average
7,
health and
8,
fitness at
9,
over
10,
40 years old.
1,
Rad's 42,
2,
I'm 40.
3,
Richie's
4,
a spring
5,
chicken at 33.
6, 7, 8,
Is he
9.
33?
Change. Shut up, you old bastard. I'm 41, mate.
What's that?
I'm 41, mate.
31. Richie's
40,
30.
I'm 41, mate. I'm not 42 yet.
Oh, come on. You're 42 in May. You're 42 in about 30 days, mate. Not quite.
I think Richard's 23.
I think Richie's 31, is he? Yeah, 31.
Okay.
Spring chicken.
Jump up. Woo! When I met Richard, he was 19.
That's right.
It was a
For those
spring
of you who
chicken
don't
back
know,
then.
Rad and Richard
3,
actually served in the
2,
Australian military
1.
together as
Here
infantry
we go.
soldiers. Rad's
Last
Rad's
round.
known Richard since he was a teenager. I love the smell of fresh ambition in the morning, tribe. I can see you all. I can feel you all out there repping with us. This is what I'm talking about. Let's bring this sucker home now.
Good stuff. 15 seconds left for those of you that aren't deloading. Let's go. For those of you that are deloading, you have to be smart here. The goal of today is not to kill yourself. It's just to go through the motions. Okay? Just go through the motions. If you're deloading, then right now you should feel like you could be working 3 times harder. You should feel like you're barely just kind of, you know, it's like a light jog, like just cruising like this. Okay, here we go. 3,
I wish you were here,
2,
tribe.
1. All right, let's go.
Firas, yeah, the answer to that is yes, absolutely. If you haven't trained hard for about 4 weeks, then you probably don't need to deload, my guy. Only deload if you're getting like 4 or 5 workouts in and you're training hard for 3 or 4 solid weeks. But that is also contextual. It depends on how seasoned you are. If you're very new to exercise, then an earlier deload will be necessary.
There's 3 reasons to deload. Number 1 is a planned deload, which is what I'm doing. You plan a deload. Number 2 is you start feeling niggling injuries come on. And number 3 is you're in a state of overreaching. Do you want to explain what overreaching is, Yanni?
Overreaching is when you actually prescribe the body to overtrain. You push the body intentionally to overtrain by manipulating the variables of intensity and load management, volume. Usually you only do it for a couple of
Rest
weeks.
if you're deloading.
And then you
well,
have
overreaching,
a full
the
back
easier
off.
way for a beginner to understand overreaching, it's when you start feeling weaker. When you're in a state of overreaching, if you can do 10 push-ups and you do 5 sets of 10, and then next week 5 sets of 10, and then the week after that you can only do 7 push-ups in a set, that's when you're in a state of overreaching. And if you're in a state of overreaching, you deload. If you feel injuries coming on, you deload. Or if you have a planned deload week, you deload. Whew, and I'm in all of them, not the injuries.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you actually said.
All right.
Morning, Phil Burns.
Okay,
Get it done,
last
brother.
one. Here we go. Let's go, guys.
This is it.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This the last
6,
round?
7. This is it. 8, 9, 10. Change. 1.
This is it,
2,
tribe. Last
3,
opportunity.
4, 5.
Squeeze
6,
them out
7,
every rep
8,
with
9,
intent.
10.
Think about the abs. Think
Keep
about
going.
the obliques.
If you're not
Let's
deloading,
go.
keep going. Okay. Well done, everyone. Good stuff.
All right.
Time for some stretching.
Digital high fives to everyone out there.
Yeah, well done, team.
Great work.
Okay, let's do the child's pose.
Great work. Now let's make sure that we get mobility in, okay? Deloading is absolutely a great time to get some good mobility in. Very good opportunity to solidify your
Cobra
flexibility
stretch.
gains.
Okay. Back into the child's pose. Cobra stretch again.
Ferris, a state of overreaching it's hard to do, my guy. You have to be training really, really hard. So most people, I think, assume that they're overtraining when they become fatigued, but I dare say the majority of people just experience delayed onset muscle soreness and lack of sleep.
The issues that come from overtraining last for months.
Yeah.
If you've overtrained, you're in real trouble.
Yeah.
It's
it starts to really break down the tissues in the body.
And it affects your metabolism.
It's hard to do. Like even the some of the top bodybuilders in the world, they struggle to really hit an overreaching peak time. 9 times out of 10, you'll sustain some sort of acute injury or overuse injury before you actually go into that classification of overtraining. So it'd be impossible, next to impossible, unless you were an ultra marathon runner running marathons every day, or an extreme endurance athlete. It'd be near impossible to overtrain in 1 week. Mike Skolnick saying well-needed deload. Good awareness.
Who said
brother.
that?
Mike Skolnick. Good awareness.
What did he say about it?
Well-needed deload.
Can you turn it down just a touch?
Yep.
So I can hear you better? Yeah, that's right, Mike. This is going to be a good week. And it's really important. Yanni, do you want to talk about the importance of nutrition and everything and protein during a deload week?
Yeah, absolutely.
What goes on metabolically in the body?
We'll probably talk about this a bit on the Morning Motivation UMS Movement Mastermind show at 8:30. But look, one of the most important things, there's 2 main variables in the body repairing itself. One is how much rest you're getting and the deep sleep phases. On average, adults get only 60 to 90 minutes of deep restorative sleep in a night. And that it is really important that you're getting that deep restorative sleep, because that's when the tissues are remodeling. That's when your muscles are healing. The muscles are fully relaxed at that point. And you'll find that during your sleep cycles, most of the sleep that you're experiencing, your limbs, arms and leg muscles are still contracting. And it's not easy for the body to heal those limbs if they're still contracting. So during that deep restorative sleep, it's very, very important. So that's important. On average, to get an hour and a half, you need to be in bed for about 9 hours. Because of the way the sleep cycles work, it takes quite a while for you to go through the REM processes and the lighter sleep phases. So that's the first one. Very, very important. Second is nutrition, guys. Nutrition plays a major role in your body's ability to recover. And the most important macronutrient for recovery, for muscle recovery, for tissue remodeling is protein. Dietary protein is the on switch for muscle protein synthesis, which is one of the pathways of repair and one of the pathways of muscle healing. Muscle cell myogenesis is another. And it's super duper important that we get enough dietary protein. Not all proteins are created equal. Unfortunately, it's a little bit harder for vegetarian and vegan diets to get that dietary protein in because of the branched chain amino acid profiles in foods. So we like to say...
doesn't mean they can't do it.
Doesn't mean they can't do it. It just means they have to eat a little bit more. It's a bit harder. And you got to be a little bit more strategic if you're on a vegan or a vegetarian diet. So that is the next big thing. You know, you guys need to be getting about 0.4 grams times your body weight in kilograms with every meal. For the average person, it's around 25 to 28 grams of protein. For the average male. For the average female, it's usually around 18 to 22 grams of protein. That's per serving, and then they recommend that you do that 4 times a day. It's really 3 to 5 times, but 4 times is a nice way of getting at it. Thanks, Matty Stevens. Thanks, guys. Nearly didn't make it today, but knew I'd be angry at myself if I didn't.
Good on you, Matt.
To do it
well
live,
done, brother.
Win the morning, win the day.
Good on you, mate.
Absolutely, bro.
Good to have you with us.
We believe that so important to get up and get it going. During the day, I had a funny morning this morning.
I miss seeing you guys every morning. Matt, Lockie, Mike, Margot,
Good one,
Niall,
Kumran. Yep,
Simon,
it was a big
everyone.
challenge getting enough protein as a vegetarian. Supplements are my friend. Yeah, it's
change
true.
sides.
I think nutrition supplements are more important than ever if you're vegetarian or vegan. If you're on a vegan diet, then branched chain amino acid supplementation is absolutely essential, as among other vitamins and minerals that you will need to supplement. You can absolutely do it, and you can do it very healthy, but you just, as I said, have to be a little bit more strategic about it. My father, for our entire life, is vegetarian, has been vegetarian, and we've had to help him with his nutrition, and he certainly does supplement dietary protein to get enough protein in. Very, very good.
Oh man, this one is a killer for me. Oh, God.
Rad and myself, we practice what we call time-restricted eating. Today I'm intermittent fasting. I won't eat until 7 o'clock or 6:30 tonight. I'll finish my eating. 6 o'clock, sit down, have dinner. 6:30 finish, and that will give me a 24-hour abstinence from food. I do that to maximize the repair systems in my body, to maximize cellular autophagy, which is it describes one of the pathways of cellular healing. Think of it as your inner housekeeping, the cell's ability to identify damaged components and replace them and get rid of the byproducts of that. The breakdown of cellular autophagy is linked to all disease mechanisms. So I like to maximize that cell autophagy and also just practice daily cognitive restraint. Every Monday I abstain from food. I have black coffee when I'm experiencing hunger pains. And then I practice a 16-8 time-restricted eating window for the rest of the week, as does Rad. I broke that yesterday. From time to time. Yesterday we woke up and I had breakfast with my family. We had some, because I came up here and worked for a bit of time, and I knew that I wouldn't be eating for a while I was up here.
Okay.
For us, the intermittent fasting pathways are something that have really interested me for the last 5 years. I've gone very deep into that, and I'm writing my own book about it at the moment. And that will be available for you guys soon as an ebook. And it's something that we've been doing for a while. We find it really helps us. And the biggest thing I like about intermittent fasting and time-restricted eating is that it really helps you develop cognitive restraint, which is one of the 2 key elements to maintaining a lean physique. You've got to be able to say no to food when it counts. And if a diet fails to develop cognitive restraint on a daily basis within you as a practice, then the diet fails every time.
Didn't eat one piece of chocolate or one fucking hot cross bun over the weekend.
Yeah, really? You're glad you didn't come to our house? My goodness.
I had homemade burritos with white rice instead of a burrito wrap.
Oh yeah, nice one.
I had several meals of that, which was absolutely delicious. That was my treat, but pretty healthy for what you could be eating for other type of
Firas is
meals.
saying, lol, it's Easter though. Yeah, we all celebrate in
I haven't had
different
a
ways.
drop of alcohol this year. Is that Firas that says
Yep.
it? I haven't had a drop of alcohol this year either, man. And because I'm where I'm at with my body and with what I've achieved in my life already, I'm just wanting to take it to the next level. And I've eaten more chocolate and drunk more alcohol than I could ever care to count and add up. I know what it gives me, so I don't mind.
Lee Clements is saying no buns or chocolate either. I'm assuming that was meant to say, but pizza for tea. Yeah, we made a couple of homemade pizzas on Saturday night as well, and they were delicious, man. I had avocado on there, all sorts of stuff. We made a nice thin, wholemeal, whole grain base, and I was really impressed with my skills, my pizza skills on the weekend. I'm sure Kalisha and the boys were too. The only pizza I can get my boys to eat is a ham and pineapple pizza though, unfortunately. Otherwise they just pick everything off the top. Firas is
Just
saying
hold this
inspiring though, good going.
tiny bit longer.
Lachlan Husler, later legends. Thanks Lockie for joining.
See you,
Thanks
Lockie.
everyone.
Have
Thanks
a good
Phil
day, brother.
Mason. Great to have you
Only
on the
got one
stream
more stretch
again,
to
my
do, everyone,
brother.
if you can stay around.
Thanks,
Only one
Kumran.
more.
Thanks, Jaltai. Phil Burns,
Okay,
thanks for
let's do
joining
the,
us.
spine.
Akim,
Spine mobility.
Shunak.
This is important, guys. You don't want to miss this one.
thanks very much, The Rod.
Rotate.
You're absolutely welcome, my friend. Thank you, Lee Clark. Thanks
Change.
to all the Morning Unity crew. Monique Bartley, Thanks, Erica. Thank you, Vasco.
Change.
Thanks, Adam Saruga, for joining. Thanks, Katie McDonald.
Change.
Retchie Films. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Change.
Noel Fernandez. Rochelle Stewart.
All right, well done, everyone.
Thanks, Phil White. We'll see you all soon on the Morning Motivation podcast recording. We go live in exactly 33 minutes. Remember, we're going to have Phil, a.k.a. Dr. Phil, a.k.a. Switched On Physio, back on the stream. We're very excited for that. So join us coming up in 32 minutes and counting. Health is about performance, not just body image.
You better be willing to accept what you're going to have to do to get there.
We'll start focusing on movement goals, strength goals, flexibility goals.
When you nail that skill, that's there forever.
The body image goal doesn't get you that
It's the
far.
consistency and frequency that's going to get you there. It's not the intensity.
There's no shortcuts to mastery and movement. Destination doesn't change overnight, but your direction will.
The gym is not the place to beat up the body that you hate. It's the place to build the body that you love.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.